They are about 5 stories that have occurred in my life that I am dying to tell the internet, to tell the world. And I will in due time, but I want to tell a story about the worst catfishing experience in the history of modern civilization, and it happened to me. So a couple of years back, I'm living out of my van, of course, as you guys know, and I'm in Ohio. So I'm crashing in Ohio. I'm at the Walmart parking lot, and I'm on Tinder. I'm bored, drinking a beer. Swipe right, swipe right, swipe right, whatever. So somebody swiped back on me. Okay, cool. So I was like, oh, okay, so who is this? So there was an attractive chick. It was a really attractive black chick. And I was like, oh, okay. So I sent her a message. I'm like, hey, how you doing? She's like, oh, fine, blah, blah, blah. So we started exchanging messages. And then I asked her for her phone number. She gave me her phone number. So we texted for a little bit. And then I was there for about 2 days. So we were texting throughout the 2 days. Everything was going fine. And then all of a sudden, I just felt the need to up and leave. I wanted to go back to Kansas City. So I left that night, went to Kansas City. Just as I'm driving out of the city, about 45 minutes, she texts me. She goes, hey, what are you up to? And I'm like, I said, I'm leaving town. And she put a sad face. And she goes, where are you going? And I said, Kansas City. And she goes, oh, my family's from Kansas City. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, you know. I said, I'll be in Kansas City. I don't know how long you'll be there, but, you know, we'll keep in touch. I got to Kansas City, so I ended up calling her the following night. We had a fantastic conversation. Everything was cool. She was funny, smart, could hold a conversation. I talked to her for literally about 6 hours that night. Never have done that with anyone but one other person before. And I was amazed. I was like, wow, this chick's really cool. So we started talking on the phone every day. Just every day. Talk, every day. She knew I lived in a van. She knew what I looked like. She thought I was handsome. And, you know, she knew I had a crap job. I was washing dishes. I was working at McDonald's. I was doing something at the time. And we started talking about sex, about what we're going to do when we see each other, what I'm going to go do on her, what she's going to go do on me, all this crap. And I'm starting to think for a little bit. I said, you know what? I said, this might be, I might want to, like, you know, get to know this girl really well. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking, like, this girl's going to be my, you know, my girlfriend. Who knows? So one day she's like, hey, she goes, do you want to Skype? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So we Skype, right? So we get on the video chat, and something wasn't right. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? And immediately I'm like, is this the same chick that I've been talking to? She didn't look like any of her pictures on her Facebook. She didn't look like any of her pictures on her Tinder. And I'm like, oh, crap. So we're just talking, and I'm getting a little bit uncomfortable. And I'm like, yeah, blah, 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 yada, yada. So she ends up telling me that she's coming out for Thanksgiving to Kansas City to visit her family, and she wants to see me. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's cool. So I got off the video chat with her, and I started getting a little bit nervous because I'm like, I don't think this chick, is this the same chick? Like, I don't know. So I had asked her before, I said, hey, can you send me, a picture this one day? I'm like, hey, you know, when she's at work, I'm like, hey, can you send me a picture? So she sends me a picture, and I'm like, okay, that chick is cute. So as the weeks are going away and the days are counting down towards Thanksgiving, I start, you know, we're talking every day, everything's cool, but I'm feeling really, really uneasy. I'm thinking something bad is going to occur. So finally the day comes, it's Thanksgiving, and, you know, basically she had got a hotel to stay there. Basically, she was going to pick me up. We were going to go straight to the hotel and bang it out. Like, it was just going to be like, you know, 2 months of just talking about this and that. Now we were going to get it in. So she is in about an hour away. So she called me. She goes, yeah, I'm an hour away. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, cool. And now I'm fucking nervous. I'm scared. I don't want to meet her. I got a bad feeling. So finally she gets to Kansas City. She goes to her family's house really quick. And then she goes to the hotel and that she gave me the address to. So I meet her at the hotel. So she pulls up, right? And my heart is like, do. I got a really, really bad feeling. So she gets out of the car and she looks absolutely nothing like her pictures. like a totally different person. The woman that I was talking to on the phone that was like a really, really attractive woman, the woman before my eyes was like some... I don't want to disparage her because she might be watching my channel, but I gotta call it how I see it. It was really bad. She was bigger than I thought, and just she was darker than I thought, but like in an ashy way. I can't even like tell you guys, like I can't even explain what I seen, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, and I start getting like fucking scared, nervous, like I want to turn around and run away. I'm like, this fucking woman is fucking, I don't want to say the U word, but it's really, really bad. I'm like, oh my fucking god. So I'm like, hey, and I'm like nervous. I give her a hug, and like I went to go, you know, do the smell test. You know, when you hug a girl, you smell to see if they smell good, and she smelled like BO. It was really bad. Like she hadn't taken a shower in 3 days. I said, hell no. Now I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I'm fucking nervous. So she goes upstairs. I help her with her bag. So we go upstairs. She checks in. We go to her room. There's so many things that I'm thinking in my mind. I don't know what to fucking do. I'm scared shitless. I don't want to be there. I could smell her still. I want to get the fuck out of there. So we sit on the bed, and then she's like, so, hey, how's it going? And I'm fucking nervous. She knows something's wrong. I'm just, like, looking at her like she's crazy. And she goes, what's wrong? And I'm like, nothing. I'm like, what's wrong with you? She goes, no, nothing. And I just blank out. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. So we're just small talking, and finally, I just said, listen. I said, I got to get out of here. I turned around, opened the door, and I fucking ran for my life like that place was on fire. I swear to God, I fucking ran to my fucking, to my van, got in my fucking van, and I took the fuck off. She's starting to call my phone. I shut my phone off the whole day. I went to like, she knew the Walmart, the Walmart that I normally hung out at. And I'm starting to panic. I swear to God, I don't know what to fucking do. I'm just driving. And I went like way across on the other side of town just to get away from her. I turned my phone off and that was it. That Thanksgiving night, I spent by myself drinking beer in my van. So the next day, I turned my phone on. And there's like, she called me like 25 times. Like a bunch of times, like bunch of voicemails. She's like, where are you? What's going on? Like, I feel weird. Like, you know, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I didn't call her back the whole night. I just ignored her calls. I didn't call her. I called my friend back in Vegas, and I'm like, hey, I said, shit. I told her what happened. I'm like, I'm fucking panicking right now. I don't know what to do. I don't want to see her. She's fucking like I can't look at her. Finally, the next day, I said, you know what? I said, don't do this to her. Don't do this to her. So I called her, and I said, hey, I said, let me meet you. And she goes, all right. And I said, I'll meet you at the Dunkin' Donuts over on Metcalf. So in the back of my mind, when I'm going to go meet her again, I'm like, maybe she wasn't as bad as I thought. Maybe it was just something weird, and maybe it was just something that it was in my mind. So I met her up at Dunkin' Donuts, and yeah, she looked the same, which was not good. So we sat down and talked, and I didn't know what to tell her. So we're sitting, and she goes, what's your problem? What happened? She goes, is there something wrong with me? And I said, look, I said, I don't know how to tell you this. I said, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but you don't look like any of your pictures. And she like looked at me like I was crazy. She goes, what are you talking about? And I said, you don't look like your pictures. You look like a different person. I'm sorry. And to say the least, I guess I broke her heart because she wasn't crying or anything like that. But that was it, and she went with her family, and we actually ended up becoming pretty good friends from that. And so she ended up getting married to a guy, and so we no longer talk. The last couple times we've talked, we've argued about like Donald Trump and politics, and so I know I'm never going to talk to her ever again. But to this day, you guys, I don't care now, but before I was so fucking pissed off at her. I was so fucking pissed off at her. I'm like, how dare you fucking lead me on for 2-3 fucking months, and you meet me and you don't look nothing at all like your pictures. Nothing at all like your pictures. I ain't gonna lie, to this day, I'm still fucking pissed. I'm still fucking pissed. I thought I was gonna fucking, you know, at least date her really steady, but you never know who you meet on the internet. And yes, I know I talked about before about how somebody, how I catfished someone. So, I don't know. What you see is what you get, guys, all right? This is Black Bigot. Peace out.